Howdy viewers, Lance Corporal Joe Hartley here, world-renowned combat mission expert and guide. What you're seeing in front of you is the result of the third redo of Stemming the Tide, a scenario from the Cold War pack. A burning T-64. After consulting comrades here at Wombat Creek, Lieutenant Colonel Bernard Lemington and Emu Bill and Koala Jack, come through with a pretty amazing result. At least that's what I think. Got fellas across the bridge, across the second bridge, the one we need to touch as we head towards the command post, the objective Bravo, and we've got some pretty mauled combat teams sitting right in the objective zone. We've got some pretty well smashed up Soviets on the far bank, 4 T-64s, various states of disrepair, and we've got pretty good grip on the village as well. Adopted an approach in this one where we did the classic right hook over the ford. You can see to the right, and took the forest road on the far right, and then hook round past the buildings in the centre to rendezvous in front of this sunken road. I was able to get the Vulcan in a really pretty good position. Not only did he shoot down a helicopter, but he put some fire on to fellas in the building on the we were covering the bridge. So that was a pretty good result. Kept the grenade launchers at bay. We didn't bother trying to pierce the lines of the village. 3 BMPs and a bunch of infantry would have just taken too long. We did manage to knock out a BMP from firing from net 113. Guess you're wondering what the result is, so let me go to that. Tactical victory, which I think in the context of this scenario, because of the flawed scoring system, must account for something much more significant than that. Touched the bridge, we didn't destroy it, and we caused, or we didn't take beyond the threshold of friendly casualties, so 300 points for us. Soviet Army kept their casualties low despite the carnage that we caused, and they retained the command post. So the Soviets lost 9 tanks and 5 vehicles and an aircraft. We lost no aircraft, 7 men wounded, 23 killed, so 30 out of 140, still quite severe casualties. And on the bridge, tail of the tape around the second bridge, the Soviets were trying to cross. 1, 2 T-64s, 3 and 4. They nearly crossed the ford, so that was a pretty epic part of the gameplay. Prevent them from crossing. On the American side, the Russian choppers knocked out a jeep. Good for them. Turn the trees off so we can see just what's going on. We lost a vehicle to an RPG from the dismounting BMP riders, although this vehicle knocked out a BMP and 2 T-64s. We also had an immobilised M60 here. Not sure how his engine got destroyed. And he was busy, didn't score any casualties, knocked out some displacing crew. This M160, M150 tank hunter scored a BMP in 2 T64s, which was nice. The immobilised Patton knocked out a BMP. He became immobilised as he was relocating from behind the ridge to join his teammate way over on the bridge. This fellow was relocating to make sure there was no enemy on or around the bridge. Scored a few casualties. This BMP was a real danger, but our observers knocked it out with a law, and they were directing the Cobras and who knocked out 2 T64s. So pretty awesome battle, tense all the way through. Couldn't get from one side of the map to the other fast enough to cover off all the angles. And in fact, these fellas I'm highlighting now actually from the M113, which immobilised in the river. I was trying to relocate them to the other side of the battlefield. Because the action was so intense, I forgot to move them any further than where they'd got to. But it saved their lives, kept our casualties low. Biggest single damage to our own forces was as I'd set the Cobras a very wide target area. It included where these two M113s are, and this M113 was immobilised from friendly fire from the Cobras, who strafed 3 squads and a Dragon team lined up behind this sunken lane. You can see some of the troops here were pretty mauled up from that damage. Not much fire coming from the Russians. Just a bit too far to the left to intervene in the battle for the bridge. Got some M113s, and this guy was here, but he backed off because of he lost his crewman, his gunner. This guy T64, no casualties, no hits. This guy 1 T64, it was too close to target that, was taken out by Cobras late in the action. No casualties, no victories. Did have a few fellas here who were anti-tank team, 2 anti-tank teams. Both got hammered by the T64s on the far bank. Just looking to see if there's anyone else. It's a very sweet spot, that part of the woods, but very easy for the Soviets to spot with their T64s from the other side of the river. So that's I'm going to call it tactical victory, equivalent to something much more impressive. Took me 4 attempts to get that. It's great to show you something about how I play this game. And if you'd like to talk about it, drop me a comment. If you want to see more, give me a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.